What's up, y'all? It's your boy JTMM, aka Just 10 More Minutes, aka the Freaking 10, back again with something else from the warning. Now, this is a band that I recently was introduced to when I did their cover with Alyssa Cara. I think it's Alicia, I think, from someone told me I said that correctly. But that was one thing. Let me fix that. There we go. Again, I do one take, so I will fix it live if there's an issue. But I covered them the first time, and it was, obviously they were, much older. And I was blown away by the way that they took the song and made it their own. And then to learn that, they did it shooting one scene and then she did it from Canada, was just that much more. But everybody pointed to this video as kind of being the start. And so my first thought was, okay, let's check it out. Before I cover Choke or Evolve, which I have on my request list to do, let's get the one that started it all. So I'm really anxious to see. I mean, yeah, I can see they are just mere kids. And to have this much talent, this was from, I think, 2004, I think people said. So let's check it out. Appreciate talent. Okay, first thought is, holy crap, this is great. Because if you think about their ages, right, and just from a musical maturity standpoint, I watch her on bass, kind of looking over, and then her looking back from the drums at both. And obviously they've morphed into greater musicians, obviously. But it's always great to watch something early just to see where they were from a musical standpoint, because, seeing she's got the switches down there with the foot pedals, already just leaves credence to her, abilities as a player. Because when I started playing, if I looked at the foot switch like that, I'd be like, what? Actually, I still do, because I don't play anymore. And I was never that good. I couldn't play an instrument. I could only play band instruments, not like guitars and such. It's just, I love it. I absolutely dig this. Let's keep going. Okay, so let me know in the comment section, was this their own like home studio, or did they rent the studio? I think people said, you know, they're from Mexico, which quite honestly, until kind of that second verse, I did not hear any pronunciation difference. Like I would have said, okay, they're American kids. Then I started to hear kind of the accent, which again, for children, right? That's phenomenal, right? Just to be able to do that. It's awesome to watch because there's little nuances, right? Especially like when they're doing the spoken word, right? And I haven't learned their names yet, so please don't kill me. But the drummer was kind of tucking her chin to try to get that lower bass voice, and now I lay me down to sleep. You know, getting that true kind of bass. And then having her sister kind of do that, you know, children's speaking part. Brilliant. And the scowl and the facial expressions that the guitarist is giving as she's singing. That's the difference between a musician and an entertainer, right? A musician can go up there and play, but they just don't have that extra gear that they can switch it into to give the visuals. I've said this many times about Floor and Tatiana and other lead singers, that it's that showmanship and just that scowl alone, just to put that extra emphasis on it. I can see why people attach themselves to them really quick, because they do have that it factor being this young. Just the basic concept of music, to be able to take a classic and cover it with this amount of confidence at this age. Yeah, I'm excited to dive down this rabbit hole as well. She's sitting back there just like, yep, we did it. That's awesome. All right, let me just do that. Okay. Oh, wow. You know, I always like watching younger musicians play, you know, whether it's the videos you see of them going on stage with, you know, getting pulled out of the crowd to play an instrument, you know, or a, you know, talent show at the high school or elementary or whatever level it is. Always gets me excited, because that's the next generation of musical genius, and YouTube and things like that, Spotify, have allowed so many independent artists that aren't going down the path of being signed by major record labels, and doing it on their own, you know, now just opens the door for so many more talented artists to be discovered that aren't controlled by the music industry. And I haven't necessarily given my true thoughts on the industry. I may end up doing a video on it. I don't know. But I've seen the talent shows like, you know, America's Got Talent, and I've seen contracts for them from people that have gone over those contracts and what those entail. And then you hear the stories about what, you know, mainstream artists go through, and just their creativity stifled. So to see kids start with this and start, you know, again, with such a banger like Inner Sandman, and now knowing where they are, and I'll be covering those songs as well, that excites me. And it just gives, yeah, it gives the music industry a bright future. So with that being said, let me switch it up, give you my final thoughts. You know, when I think I said it before, right? When I first did a Google search, and, you know, I did Lisa Cara, you know, I saw some of her stuff, which was kind of, you know, pop-ish and stuff like that, at least the ones I saw. And I was like, okay, And I put in the comment section, you know, or in the channel section, how, you know, I saw, oh, and the warning. I was like, okay, it's just a support band, right? You know, just an independent band. And then obviously they blew my mind with their rendition of Inner Sandman. So I got really excited, and to see now where they started, and I thank everybody in the comment section that pointed me to this one from 2000. I think you said it was 2004. That kind of started this, you know, it's just, or 14, one of the two. For those that are new to the channel, I have a really crappy memory, so I'll apologize. But to go back and watch something like this and think about how on their musical journey that they've grown as musicians and artists, that's basically just talks about what I just did with the music industry and how it has such a bright future. So thank you for letting me. I can't wait to watch some of their originals. That's what I'm truly excited about, because that's when I go into the lyrical dive and look at the stories that they're telling, and how do they tell it in the music, and then how does it come across in the performance? How do they do their changes on originals? All of those things that I do on my channel. So I'm very, very excited to do it, but I wanted to start with this one since, you know, everybody was pointing to, hey, this is what got them noticed, and deservedly so. You know, yeah, this was awesome. That being said, let me give the shameless plugs. If you like the video, hit that like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. If you like the content I'm putting out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Just lets me know as a content creator that the music that I'm putting out is worth your while and mine. You know, for those that are new to the channel, this channel is about us coming together over music. It's not about right, wrong. You know, if you have this opinion, you're wrong, or if you have this opinion, you're right. Everybody has an opinion on things, and that's unfortunately where the world has gone wrong today, is that people think it's all about right and wrong. It's not. It's about supporting different views and understanding where people are coming from and understanding where the common ground is. It doesn't matter the topic. And that's why I started the channel, was to bond over music. And obviously, you know, I've seen the channel grow immensely since coming back. You know, going from the 1,200 subscribers after I took the year off, and those still being there, and coming back, and now we're already approaching 1,700 in a matter of weeks. It just blows my mind. But it also tells me that people share that same thought, is, hey, you know, I don't want to go do a YouTube video on a reaction, but I love watching these and getting other people's opinion. I'm an opinionated guy, so I love doing it, especially when it comes to music. You know, I'm not a musical expert. I'm not going to tell you that they played this chord at this time, or, you know, I might be able to understand 4/4 time versus, you know, all the different time measures, etc. And I may be able to predict some of the things they're going to do in their music just from my own musical experience from, you know, 20 years ago. But I'm never going to claim I'm a genius. I love writing lyrics. I love rhyme schemes. I love how people tell stories through lyrics. So if you're new to the channel, that's what I do. I'm looking forward to do that with their originals, which is going to be coming very, very soon. I'm going to start working those in probably on the off days, just because they are such a young group of talent, that, you know, I want them to get as much recognition. I mean, obviously they're bigger than I am. I've seen their subscriber count, but, you know, introducing them to people that may not have heard them before, much like I wasn't. So if I could do that and help them in any way, I'm more than happy to do so. With that being said, my friends, always remember, if someone asks you to stop what you're doing, don't ask for 1, don't ask for 2, and certainly don't ask for 5. Someone asks you to stop what you're doing, always ask for just 10 more minutes. I'm JTMM. I'll see you next time. I'm out.